and welcome back to the MLG.TV Columbus AW Open.
Oh, I'm so excited, Matt.
Mr. X, joined by, clearly that's not Maven's voice.
No, it's not Maven.
Puckett's voice.
I'm not
You have
an old,
accent.
aging individual who falls asleep every 20 minutes. No, I don't need naps.
Yeah, at one point he fell asleep on the carpet back there, but that is Benson, and right there you see the team from OpTic Gaming. Remember, get those tweets in with the hashtag MLG AW Open for a chance to win. Who do you think is going to win, OpTic Gaming or Justice? Seems the fans out there think OpTic Gaming is going to win by a pretty large margin.
86% to 14%. And you know what? I don't know who's going to win. I don't know. It's search and destroy. For me, if Scumpy turns up, this is OpTic Gaming. They take it in game 5. Yeah. It is that simple. If we see the same Scumpy that we saw in that first search and destroy, this is over. It's over.
That was a lame prediction. You really predicted it.
I know. I predicted if Scumpy. No, I predicted thanks to a variable. Yeah. Scumpy is my variable. Right. If my variable performs well, then I predict OpTic to win. Yeah.
Well, you know, I've seen OpTic play this map a few times, and they've actually struggled. You know, they dropped this. Yes, they dropped it on the line to Denial in the 5K finals, I believe, or the finals of a 250 series, and then the other day against TK, they dropped it pretty bad in that game 5. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out in the first few rounds, if they try anything different than what they've been doing. You know, the first few rounds are going to be very telling to me. You know, if OpTic comes out and they can trade some of these first few rounds, you know, keep it close, they have a very good chance. But, you know, Justice, very good search and destroy team. I bet you they have great strategies on this map. I would not count them out.
Well, we're going to kick things off on board with Mochilla. Of course, the Justice going to be on the attack first. Mochilla draws first blood. That was on Crimson. He's looking for the second as well. And that's a very, very quick two-piece. However, he has been taken down. That was Scumpy who replied there. Enable has got that bomb in his hand. He's been a little bit sneaky down this right-hand side, heading towards the A-bomb site. That's kind of what you expect on this map, man.
Right, yeah. You know, me and Ray were breaking it down before on the analysis desk. Most of the time, everybody heads through this bomb site. You know, the B1's pretty hard to push up the middle of the map. Nobody's really, you know, put the time to figure out a way to push that effectively. So everyone pretty much goes over towards A. But what's odd is you don't see the defense stack that bomb site at all.
Oh, Enable. That was nasty. That was against Formal, too, of all players. Like, old sort of 1v1 rivalry there. Halo players coming over to the Call of Duty scene, and that gives Justice that first round. And that's a big boost for them, you know?
Yeah, I want to see how OpTic Gaming comes out on this offense, though, Ben. That's really what I'm looking for, because that's where they really struggle. They haven't really figured out where teams like to flank from on this map. You know, a lot of teams like to push up jungle. They like to push mid or even that cut to get under that truck and look towards that A bomb site. So it'll be interesting to see what they kind of play on offense. Before, they've been playing really slow. So I'd like to see them actually just take advantage of this and push out to A. It looked like that's what Scump was going to do, but it looks like he's going to double back, and they're going to play slow. And this is how they have been playing. I don't agree with this play style. Well,
Crimson does manage to pick up first blood there on Classic. That makes it a 4 versus 3. However, you can see everyone else really, besides, you know, Formal and Crim, pretty hard back. Actually, Nature on that bomb. Should be able to get that down. Crim through that gap. Bomb goes down, and now, you know, Justice, your move. 3 versus 4. They have to try and defuse that bomb.
Yeah, you know, they're going to have to get in there and defuse that. And actually, Mochilla wins a huge gun battle with Scump in the back of the base. So OpTic has going to be pinched from both sides. Crim's going to actually take out Mochilla. Looks like Enable is going to push down underneath, but it's going to be a 2-on-1. Crim and Formal against Enable.
Enable uses Axo Mute, picks up the first one. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Formal versus Enable. Once again, Enable currently 3-0. Formal 2-1. 14 seconds left, though. Not favoring Enable here whatsoever. Formal, all he needs to do now simply is check that bomb, and in fact, that's going to be the kill. He picks it up, and that's going to be 1-1.
Huge win for OpTic Gaming. I mean, no. Formal goes pretty big right there. Enable, a little bit indecisive at that point. You know, he was in that one-on-one with maybe 15 seconds left. Needed to show face on bomb, try and get Formal out of a spot. You know, kind of second-guessed himself. Wasn't sure if he was going to go back right. Wasn't sure if he was going to go mid-street, and that split second kind of costed them around.
As soon as he pushed underground, he had to make that decision quick. He picked up that first kill and then needed to instantly go for something. For now, though, it's going to be Justice back on the attacking side. Now, last time Mochilla got a very quick two-piece to kick things off, and it opened up so much for the map. This time, he's going to play things just a little slower. We'll expand that mini-map so you can see exactly where both teams are heading. Enable, once again, the bomb carrier. And this is polar opposite than what we're really used to seeing Justice do. So it's interesting to see them adapt their strategies.
Yeah, you know, they're changing the pace completely on this side. And, you know, Recovery is such a small map on Search and Destroy. We usually see the action force right off the bat. You notice, you know, where those two trucks spawn in the whole back part of the map in that area, we're not going to be playing there. That's where the dynamic map elements happen. It does not happen on Search and Destroy. So just that front part of the map, and it's very tight, very close quarter. We see tons of flanks in action.
Well, Slack has actually just gone down. That's Formal drawing first blood. And Formal just dipped out of there, but Classic was able to go for the challenge. So now it's going to be a 3 versus 3. You can see Enable currently on your screen, pushing down this right-hand side lane. But highlighted on your mini-map, Mochella just trying to give some cover from further above the map. As Enable very, very dubious to make a play, but he's going to see Nature, and Enable needs to just try to dip out of there, get some support, but Scumpy shuts down Mochilla in that kill feed, and that's going to leave Enable all by himself. It's going to be a 1 versus 2, and he cannot get out of there. And OpTic Gaming pick up the round 2-1 to the green wall.
Huge plays from OpTic Gaming right there, and I think Krim made a pretty big play getting behind the opposing team. That's what we really haven't seen them do successfully on defense at all. A lot of the other teams, they've been utilizing these flanks on defense, and OpTic Gaming, they've been pretty far back on the recovery defense in their last few matches that I've seen. So, good adjustment right there from the green wall. So they're going to go up 2-1. Search and destroy.
Nadeshot starting off pretty slow, 0-3. Look for him to pick things up. Of course, he is the designated bomb carrier, so he's the one that's been getting those bomb downs, but he does have that plant, and that was such a crucial plant as well. So we'll switch over to see Formal. He's got that sniper rifle out. It's currently 4-2 as well. Is he going to be able to spot anyone at all? There's going to be one player there. Ooh, did he see him? I don't think he did.
Nah, I don't think he did. I think he just decided he wasn't going to peek, that it was not worth it. I'm not sure what I think of this player here. They've been having pretty good success. I think, they had a good idea. They're trying to do something a little bit different, trying to, I guess, get a pick early, but I think you need to be aggressive. I think Formal with a bow, pushing up towards A, helping Nade, get bombed down would have been more effective.
Well, speaking of aggression, here we go. All of a sudden, flick of a switch. Crimsix tries to push forward, but Formal has already gone down. That should be a second kill for the green wall. It is indeed. Mochilla and Classic have gone down now. Nadeshot pretty much does have license to push to that building and try and get that bomb down. That's exactly what he's going to do. Crim's pushed out. He's trying to give him some cover. He sees another play, decides he doesn't want any of that, dips out. However, Slack is on that left-hand side, and look at that exo movement from Krim right now. He is just all over the place, really making it hard for Justice to try and lock him down.
Yeah, Krim has that exo movement down. It's going to be all up to Nadeshot right there. What I think you saw Krim trying to do was, he was trying to get out of that building.
Can he get the second kill? This will be a 1 versus 2. It's going to be Enable. Nade versus Enable, and Nadeshot gets the clutch. 3 rounds to 1.
Huge play from Nade right there, getting that clutch. Right there you saw Krim trying to get out of that situation. Didn't want to be caught inside B, but you see Nade with the great shots on Enable win that round. And those are the types of plays that are going to win you these big matches.
They're the kills you need to be getting, those clutch up moments. And you got to give him props as well, because after he picked up that first kill, without any second of hesitation, he'd already double jumped up. He was on the roof. He was desperately looking for the second. And that's exactly what you need to do, I feel, in Search and Destroy.
No, that was an extremely confident play out of Nadeshot. That's the type of play you want to see out of him if you're an OpTic Gaming fan.
Right now, Classic, though, with the bomb for Justice. 3 rounds to 1 down to OpTic Gaming. And Classic's trying to make a play here. Going to have Enable highlighted on that minimap. As you can see, he's pretty close. Classic should be able to get that bomb down relatively uncontested. And now, well, the ball is in your side of the court. OpTic, you need to be the team to make the aggressive play. Enable is going to pick up 1. He immediately gets traded, though. Scumpy, very, very tagged up. He needs to try and rotate all the way around the outside. Slack has gone down as well, but Scumpy, as soon as he turned that corner, immediately shut down. Krim is desperately trying to track down for those kills. 25 seconds left, though. Nadeshot now in a 1 versus 2.
Yeah, and they were using Formal at the front of the A bomb site, kind of almost as bait. They were flanking the other 3 players. And he ended up dying right there. And then OpTic Gaming gets 2 kills, but they can never really get in there. I believe that was Mochilla and Classic finishing out that round for them. So big round win for Justice, trying to get some of the momentum back in their favor.
Mochilla 6-4, having a great game. Enable 5-4 as well. So that old cursed duo playing pretty decently here in Search and Destroy, but OpTic still do have that lead. 3 rounds to 2 overall, and OpTic back on the attacking side. Now, last time they were on the attacking side, Matt, we saw them play maybe just a little bit passively. They slowed down the tempo. I want to see, again, a bit of an aggressive rush. Try and get that bomb down as quickly as possible. Take the fight back to Justice, which is exactly what Justice just did. And Hitmarker comes in from Krim on the nade, another one as well.
Yeah, and you saw, actually, I was on with Formal just flipping through screens, and he was actually stunned right at the beginning of the match. So it looks like a strong push from the players on Justice. Scump's going to take out 1, but Formal, you see, is right there to trade that kill. So big plays out of the players from OpTic Gaming.
Nadeshot, meanwhile, don't mind anybody, plants that bomb. That's his second plant of the game. He's 3-4. Krim and Formal, where are they positioned? Wow, oh, I like this play from Formal. Just looking for some kills. He didn't see anyone though, so he's going to have to track back. He has some overclock left if he needs it. So whilst all this is going on, Krim has separated up. So Nadeshot pretty much left by himself. He's actually got himself a two-piece. We're going to see that in the final kill count.
Yeah, you know, right as he was coming around the corner, I believe it was Slacked. He had run out. Yeah, Formal was going to get that two-piece. Right as he is coming around the corner, Slacked, he had run out of his mute, so I bet you Formal started to hear his footsteps coming around the corner, and he is able to take him out, get OpTic Gaming closer. This is the best I've seen them play on Recovery, Search and Destroy, Ben. It looks like a completely different team.
This series is the best I've seen for Search and Destroy as a whole. Again, you asked the question, where was this in pool play? If they've been playing like this in pool play, 100% they go out with that #1 seed. But this is the OpTic Gaming I think a lot of people expected. You know, still some room for improvement, I feel, in some of the respawn, but right now they're playing very well. Nadeshot, watching him on the defensive side, look at how aggressive that push is, but not able to pick up Enable there. Enable one shot, there's no other way of explaining it, but he turns around, does pick up the kill on Mochilla, and this right now could be the Nadeshot round. He's pre-aiming where Classic is going to be. He has Enable pretty much pinned at the bottom side. It's all going to be down to Enable, and Nadeshot's going to go for the challenge, he's going to pick it up, and that's going to be the defuse. OpTic Gaming going to go 5-2 into the lead here on Search and Destroy Recovery.
And you can see the difference. They're playing so aggressive on defense.
Right,
you know, we've seen them play further back with, you know, 2-3 snipers on this map, and it hasn't worked. And you see Nade and Krim going right on the flank right away. They can't change that playstyle going forward. They need to keep this going for the rest of the series. See Enable right there. That is not the face of somebody who looks like a good amount of comeback.
Yeah, he looks a little bit depressed, not gonna lie, but you never know. Crazier things have happened. OpTic Gaming 5-2 in the lead, and they're gonna be on the attacking side. Nadeshot with that bomb. Are we gonna see another aggressive push? Those concussion grenades come flying over. I think, is that also a smoke grenade over? No, it was just a concussion. Crimsic's already down for first blood. That was Classic being extremely aggressive. I'll highlight him on that minimap. He's currently 5-6, but I love this play from Nadeshot being so confident, but Mochilla has also gone, oh, wow, then Nadeshot 1 versus 4. Bomb down, that's the only thing he has going for him right now. He's going to go down, and Justice with an immediate reply.
Yeah, they definitely knew where he was. What's that?
Yes.
Nade's the only one left. The bomb has been planted. I wonder where he is.
In Nadeshot's mind, he's like,
like halfway through planting the bomb, he was probably regretting going to do that. Yeah, but, you know, strong round right there out of Justice. You know, really put the pressure on here. You know, you win this offensive round for them. They can win that defensive round with a good flank. You know, they kind of found a strategy that works on defense. They've been stunning OpTic Gaming coming out of the spawn and then pushing pretty aggressively. So if they can force it back to another defensive side, they have a very good chance of sending it to a round 11.
Well, Justice back on the attacking side. Enable with that bomb. And it looks like they're already changing things up to what we're used to seeing. Enable just putting on his move, then taking it off pretty instantly. Maybe double thinking, pushing out of that door, but he has decided to do it now. Crimsix has drawn first blood on Classic. Enable is going to reply though, 3 versus 3. However, Moch has gone down as well. Krim and Scum both down for OpTic Gaming, so this is going to be a 2 versus 2. Enable and Slacked against Nadeshot and Formal.
Yeah, and you saw Krim, he got really aggressive through the jungle area. He was able to pick one up right off the bat, but then he was taken out. I would like to see him keep pushing. Huge kill right there. Formal on Enable, and he's going to be all up to Slack to keep Justice alive in this series.
And Slacked desperately chasing. He has been spotted. He goes down, and OpTic Gaming take it. That's going to be them progressing through, and the animation in the booth so much better than what we've seen previously. A fantastic game that we just saw. It goes all the way to game 5, and well, what better fashion? A big, big clutch up in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, you know, changed up a few of those strategies. Krim with those flanks, you know, Formal playing extremely well. Just looked like a sigh of relief when they finished that game 5. You know, Recovery, Search and Destroy, kind of the Achilles heel of this OpTic Gaming team. So to get this one out of the way, clutch up and win this game 5 against Justice definitely helps them going forward in the tournament. It's, you know, big, but also, Ben, you know, you got to give credit to where Justice, you know, they play extremely well throughout the entire series.
Yeah, that was a fantastic series, as you said, man. You know, you look at that scoreboard, the player that really stepped up for me was Formal. 9-6, dropping a 1.5 KP in that Search and Destroy. Nadeshot as well, 3 plants. He was doing such a good job of getting that bomb down as often as he possibly could. And of course, that now means OpTic Gaming will be progressing into the next round of the winners bracket. And speaking of that winners bracket, Matt, let's take a look and see how things are developing in our winners bracket, because, you know, we've had a long day of Call of Duty action.
Yeah, a lot of Call of Duty play today. So it looks like at the top of your bracket, it's going to be Prophecy going up against FaZe, which, you know, Prophecy, a lot of people didn't expect them to beat OpTic Nation. I would consider that an upset.
No, they did not.
You know, FaZe looked very strong against that Strictly Business team, also one of the stronger teams coming out of their pool. And then obviously at the bottom of the bracket, you see the matchup there. Envy against OpTic Gaming. Clayster going against Soul Team.
I wanted to see that. I actually had that in my bracket as a winner semifinal game. So I'm just saying, as the bracket looks, you know, FaZe, Team Envy, and OpTic Gaming, that's 3 of my top 3 teams right there.
I mean, you know, I still have a pretty good chance for my bracket to come back
too.
too. I mean, you know, I have, I believe I picked OpTic Gaming FaZe in my finals, so.
Yeah, that could potentially be the winners bracket game if OpTic Gaming can go through Team Envious. But what a game that would be. As you said, the hype, it's gonna be Clayster going up against that old team. And Clay, earlier on, I have to give this a shout out. The clutches he got, the 1v1s, the sigh of relief, the look, just the sheer look on his face was enough to tell the story.
Yeah, I mean, he needed to go clutch after he killed JCap in that second to last round. But, you know, match that I'm going to be looking forward to, hopefully we get to see it happen, is that FaZe OpTic Gaming one.
Yeah,
I think if that match can happen, I think.
I can't wait for that.
I mean, obviously, the Team Envy OpTic Gaming match, that's going to be pretty intense in this room. But I think, you know, we can see Aix going up against Crim6.
Yeah.
Longtime teammates.
Everyone wants to see that. That would be
this room will be
an
popping.
Insane game. Well, that concludes action here from MLG Columbus. We hope you had a good day. Action continues tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you're there, mlg.tv.